So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God, but ye are not in the flesh, but in the Spirit, if so be the Spirit of God dwell in you. Now if any man have not the Spirit of Christ, he is none of his. And if Christ be in you, the body is dead because of sin, but the Spirit of life is because of righteousness. Romans 8, verses 8 and 10.
It's the Macman Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home or you in your car, no matter if you're near or far. Tune in quick cause you might just miss the best show this side of the city. It's the Macman Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home or you in your car, no matter if you're near or far. Just miss the best show this side of the city. It's the Macman Morning Show. 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 No matter if you're near or far, tune in quick cause you might just miss the best show this side of the city. It's a Macman Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home or you in your car, no matter if you're near or far.
All right. It is Tuesday morning, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. It is time for, the Macman Morning Show. Great day, grand rising to all of you that are here, to all our listeners near and far, and to those of you that are in the bushes, as we call it. We like to say good morning to all of you. And grand rising to Alice, blessed child of God. She's here, and we welcome you back. We missed you a bit on yesterday. We're grateful for the opportunity to come to you each and every day morning right here on Mac Media 3, Mac Media 3 Productions, the Macman Morning Show Network. We're here. What was I going to say? There's several things that I want to, not several, but just a couple of things. I wanted to say grand rising to all of you. It's 5 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock on this chilly. It is cold, folks. I said chilly, but it's cold here in the South. We had 80-degree weather. I think it was it was in the 80s last week. And wait a minute, hold Okay, I'm going to change that. Let me do something real quick, and I'm going to switch over. Alice, thank you for that information. Let me see if I can get this done. I think I can. We're going to see. I want to say grand rising to everyone. Let me get this done. I hate that sometimes we can't get the signal to go well, but we're going to change that right quick. Y'all stand by here. Here we go. We're going to do this. Let me do this real quick. Let's take a break real quick. Hold on a second.
Each and every day to make sure that they're safe and secure and have a future. Jones McDonald Insurance Agency, a full-service insurance agency, is here to help you with all of your needs, whether it be life, health, auto, home, or specialty insurance. Call Farmers Insurance Agent Latoya McDonald at 708-722-1538, 708-722-1538. We're back on the MacMan Morning Show. I'd like to say good morning to each and every one of you. We had to do a little adjustments, and I think that we got it. Thank you to our moderator, our chief moderator, to Alice Bushell. God, thank you very, very much for that information that you gave to us to adjust our microphones and all. Thank you. Grand rising to everybody. Grand rising. Hey, how y'all doing? Everybody good, I hope. And we have a condensed kind of show today. I got some information that I want to give out pertaining to the flood that's been happening and the terrible, not the terrible, but we had some real difficult weather here. Wait a minute, I'm trying to get this picture up. Oh. All right, well, it's up. Let's see. Y'all, Mississippi has been experiencing some troubling weather that has been going on, which caused, at least we found out, at least 20 deaths. Passings. Okay, I'm trying to get it together. 20 passings of people, and Mississippi needs your help. The Red Cross is there to provide. They are the most accurate and the most efficient people to distribute the needed services. WKRA 92.7 in Holly Springs is taking donations for the relief efforts. The tornadoes were terrible, folks. They were really terrible, and people have lost everything. But it could have been worse than what it is. We know that in North Mississippi, Holly Springs got hit really hard in that area, in that vicinity. Memphis got hit hard with the flood waters, and they're receding now, but it's whole neighborhoods that were underwater. Also, forgive me, the is not a word and it's not supposed to use it. Forgive me, I'm just trying to adjust things. But we have definite damages all over the state of Mississippi. They said over 3,000 warnings and tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings were given out this past week. I mean, it rained for almost 5-6 days straight. The ground is saturated. It's a lot of mud out there. A lot of things. It's going to make it a little bit easier to dig your garden and everything. Because it is soft out there. This will be the best time. But I'd like to say good morning to all of our listeners in the Mid-South, in Mississippi, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, in that belt right there, because that's where most of the damages were. I still have not heard from our new sponsor. I've been trying to reach out and call her and message because that area that she's in, that's Regina Mosley, they're in, it got hit pretty bad. I don't know the extent of it. I've been trying to find out, but we have not been successful in doing so. So please pray for those in Mississippi and the affected areas that have been damaged. They really do need your help. And we're going to do everything that we can to get the word out to everybody. And on a lighter note, I like to say I have to give this greeting. I'm glad to do it. There's a wonderful lady that's getting ready, that has a birthday today. And I'd like to say to someone that's very dear to me, Ms. Bernice Franklin of Chicago, Illinois, my dearest, closest person, mother figure, next to idol. She had a lot of them. When I was in Chicago at our church in Chicago, working in the youth ministry and working at the church, Mrs. Franklin was my first secretary. I had a secretary. I was so young back then. That was a long time ago. And Mrs. Franklin, her wonderful family, her wonderful husband, Mr. James, going on to be with the Lord. We praise God for him. For Lori and Michelle. That's Michelle Franklin's mother. And we just wanted to say happy birthday to you. She's still smiling and grinning and happy and everything. Is just good to see you, Mrs. Franklin. Happy birthday to you. God bless you for all that you have done and helped so many people, and worked for the Board of Education for many a year, and has a wonderful family, wonderful grandchildren. Her dear sister, Mother Flowers, y'all know, most of my listeners in Illinois know who Mother Flowers is, gone home to be with the Lord. That was Bernice's sister. And to Corliss and to all of you all that know that I send my birthday greetings to her. Wonderful. She's doing wonderful. Enjoy your day, Mrs. Franklin. You deserve it. And for anybody else that has a birthday or something that your anniversary that you're celebrating, hey, just give us a line, drop us a line at the McMahon Morning Show. And y'all see I'm trying to do all of this here. It's okay. I enjoy what I do. Get in touch with the McMahon Morning Show if you would like to celebrate or to just give a person an opportunity to celebrate their birthday. I just wanted to get that out of the way. Forgive me, y'all. Listen, today we had I got some disturbing news. I want to lead off with this. We got, and when I mean disturbing news, I'm not liking how this this administration is doing things, and nobody should be happy. I'm bringing up this. I know y'all looking at thing about your 401ks and your stock. We'll get to that in a minute, but this is something that really had disturbed me, and it should be questioned to a lot. It should be up for question from all of you. Wait a minute, let me see, make sure I get that out of the way. The U.S. Supreme Court has upheld deportations under this, get this, there's a law that's on the books that's called the Alien Enemies Act. The ruling says that the Trump administration can invoke the law, but deportees have a right to challenge their removal. Listen, folks, this man is doing some weird stuff. And when I say weird, my thing is you're getting ready to ship people everywhere. You're getting ready to take people that have lived here all of their lives or most of their life. You're getting ready to send them to countries that really are not their countries, that they come from origin. The Constitution affords people that were born here, people that went through the proper channels to become citizens of this country, that went through the process, they have a right to be here. But now they have sent many Latinos, Hispanic people, from various countries, including Mexico. They're deporting them. They say that the United States Supreme Court has ruled that this man can continue to deport. Now, get this. Now, they didn't single these people out right now. They can send them back. Deport Venezuelan, I got it right, migrants under an 18th century wartime law, but ordered that they be granted reasonable time to appear before a judge. In a 5-4 ruling, and you know who ruled with him, that Clarence Thomas ruled with him. I don't know where somebody really must have done something really bad to him. Back in the day, I think that I was listening to a report that they had. It was like a documentary type of thing that they had on Clarence Thomas, and they were telling us that he was, they used to talk about him and kick him around, and his own folks they were bullying him. And he joined the Black Panthers and everything. I mean, he was really an activist, and he was really into, excuse me, into being a black militant, as they call it. Militant means somebody that, they say that we fighting, all right, we militants, we ain't supposed to be fighting, we supposed to just say yes or false and all that old stuff. But that's not going with me. I'm not that type of person, and I'm sure that you're not. But Mr. Clarence Thomas and his other 4 cohorts, in a 5-4 ruling, the U.S. top court on Monday overturned an order from the lower court that sought to temporarily block deportations under this act. That's 1790, the 1798 Alien Act. 1790, how are you going to use a law that was designed, also it was invoked back in World War II to get the, that Orange Man had invoked the law that last time it was used back during World War II to deport alien members of the Venezuelan, that gang. They got a gang or something. They said that they claiming that they're causing warfare. They say that his administration deported hundreds of people to El Salvador. Now you didn't even send them back to Venezuela. You sent them to El Salvador, and after the man took office in January, he did that. But the fights carrying the deportees were halted by a federal judge. Hey, Foxy. Foxy, I saw you last night on a platform, and it's good to see. I hope all is well with you. It says, wow, the Supreme Court had ruled that the administration could use the wartime law to carry out deportation, it said deportees still had the right that he could use it. They say he could use the law, but the deportees still had the right to due process and were entitled to notice and an opportunity to challenge their removal. That's how it always been. He's saying that he's not going to do it. He's crazy. In the dissenting opinion, the court's 3 liberal justices were joined by conservative Amy Barrett. Corny. All right. The 4 women got together against the 5 men and said, "Hey, y'all leave these people alone. Don't uproot the family. Don't leave them alone, but give them due process." But the men on the other side they with the orange man, they think, and Clarence, you can dip yourself in white paint and put bleaching cream all over your body, you still black. And the wife that you got knows that you're black. So they're gonna treat you like what else they're gonna do to you too. They're trying to deport ordinary, regular people. Now they're saying that they're going after various illegal aliens. Not once did he mention Russians. Not once did he mention foreigners. Not once did he mention any other folks. Let's call it like we see it, white folks. Now the Mexicans and Hispanics are persons that got colored blood in them, as they say, or different, that a little bit darker. That's what they're talking about. They're not talking about anybody else. They're not trying to deport nobody back to Germany, back to England, back to Israel, back to France or anything. Why won't y'all send those people out of here? Since you get rid of everybody, if you know what's going on, folks, what you have here is, if you think back, and let's look at this, they using this same law that was used, the last time it was used was back in World War II. Okay, now we had 9/11. Excuse me, y'all. We had 9/11. Yeah, we did. We had 9/11. They didn't send nobody out of here. They had all kind of folks that was up in here. Okay, they come from other countries, the countries that we need to look out for, where the danger really comes from. And then when people come here, they feel that it's been said, allegedly. Let me put this up so y'all won't get all bent out of shape and say the wrong thing or have me saying the wrong thing. Let me get this banner up. Good morning to everybody. Our chief usher's here. That's Alice, the blessed child of God. She's here. Wait a minute. Let me try to get this here. Yeah, here it is. Come on up. There we go. Let's put that disclaimer up and let everybody know what's going on. That as a reporter, as a broadcaster, as a person that's trying to do their very best to get the information out to people, we have a right, and we're going to exercise that right unless he's going to revoke it. I'm between my mind and my heart is saying, man, we're really living in a society of racist people. And I want to say this, and I got white friends. I got people that are white. Not all. To me, I'm not going to say all white folks or all Caucasian people. And if y'all get nervous about this, they call us black and all kinds of other things. But this year, we know what the deal is. They're using this act, and this from the 1700s, 1800s almost, saying that we can put you out this country. Now, if they can do that, folks, if they can do that, that means that the man with the orange makeup can do a whole lot of things. That ain't all that he's doing. Let me get this out the way, because I'm about tired of looking at that part right there. Let me see here. All right, I got something else. Not only that, if he could get away with doing what he's doing, he can get away with this. We showed you this yesterday. This is what everybody's upset with. This is what his fellow brethren are upset about. They're upset about them tariffs. Y'all don't know he's upset about these tariffs. They're upset about these tariffs, folks. Russia, not Russia, they don't care. They don't care about it. China's concerned because China's our biggest exporter, importer, exporter. They buy and they spend a whole lot of stuff. Y'all know you like them companies. I'm not going to mention because they didn't give me no advertising. So I'm not going to do all of that. They're mad about these tariffs. Now he's getting rid of the people that they're saying that are taking the jobs, yet that they do not know that these people that you sending out of here, they work construction, they clean hotels, they do all of the jobs that y'all say that they taking black jobs. That's what they put them. That's what that idiot said at the convention that he had. Oh, they're taking your black job. I never heard of such foolishness, but we laugh and we joke at it. But this man is seriously a racist. He is a white supremacist. He is making sure, and people are sitting back enjoying it now. It's getting ready to affect a whole lot of people. The stock market, y'all got them 401ks and got all of those things that and these savings, and you think that you're secure. This man has sent in from day one to the Social Security Administration where your information is, to the IRS where your information is. He has cut off food aid to countries like Haiti and different places that need food aid, U.S. aid that goes to different countries to help them to stabilize it. We eating good. We going to the restaurants and we living our best life, clanging champagne glasses, and we're doing any and everything. But let me tell you this. It could happen to us as black people. We've been here all this time. They've been trying to get rid of us forever, but they can't do it because all of this is, everybody's mad now. Everybody's upset. White folks mad. These people are mad. What is it? I just heard something. Okay, Brother Lee is here, and I'm gonna finish this here. We got all these things going on. Hear me and hear me well, folks, because if you don't believe that it could happen to you, it was going on, and the it part is deportations of people of color. That means Haitians. That means Africans. Oh yeah, meaning Africans that were born over in that continent, not country. Africa's not a country; it is a continent. And whether you know it or not, they cut it off and sliced it off. Israel is a part of Africa. It's right there close to it. Egypt is right over there. All that is people of color. And now people, these, what do they call them? What do they call? The Caucasians came over there and said, "We the Jews." Well, what happened to the black Jews? The Hebrews, the black Hebrews, y'all always talking about it. Everybody's talking about it all the time. They always talking about it. We Hebrews, we the first people. We're proud of that. I'm proud to be who I am. Okay, I'm proud to be who I am. But don't you know there are Haitians, there are other people of color that they're getting rid of, and they're sending people out of here. If you wasn't born here, that's what they're saying. I mean, and they're trying to get the people that were born here. If you could take a person that was born here, the Constitution say you're a citizen, you were born on this land. But he's saying, I'm going to change that. If he could get rid of all of us, he would. Now some of y'all might get mad at me and might say, well, man, Mr. Mack, you talking about the white people and you talking about, did they talking about us? They're trying to take our money from us. They're trying to take our livelihood. They're trying to take away the standard of living that we have been living. How long are we going to continue to stay in the dark and play like nothing is happening? I know y'all hear me, and the folks in the bushes were some of the folks in the bushes, not all of them. I got good folks that are in the bushes. Hey there, Penelope's here. Hey, y'all see Penelope that simply, I don't know if Sharon's family, they have something going on, but we like to greet them. He's now, okay, let me put this up, Foxy. I didn't see this, but I'm going to see this. I see you, Penelope. It says that now, Miss Foxy to Roxy says this. Now, he assigned Vance to shut down the black music. Yeah, the brand new African American Museum and remove it from the Smithsonian with anything not white. We're gonna replace it and get rid of the black people, and we don't want no Dr. King, no Harriet Tubman, no none of y'all, no Jesse Jackson. We don't want no Coretta Scott King. We don't want none of them. We don't want none of y'all. We don't want none of these black folks that have made significant and made this country, which built Washington D.C. Who do you think built Washington D.C.? Black people. Black people. Come on, y'all can't say black people. I say it again. Black people. We built it. The problem comes in with the black people is we need to get our stuff together. This man is doing everything that he can to destroy anything or any gains necessary of black people that have gone on. And you know what? They are waiting and they're sitting back in their lap if they can get away with it. They've been wanting to do this forever. I can't understand to save my life how we can sit back, buddy, chum. I'm not saying be mean to people or hurt folks or do whatever the case may be. I'm not saying all of that. All I am saying, I think she is. I'm gonna go to break and I'll find out something, see what's going on. And if we look at this we got all these people that are up there talking. Nobody's saying anything about this. Everybody got and I'm a little upset with some of the pastors, some of the leaders that are sitting across the pulpit each and every Sunday, not telling people to prepare. Now we preach, we say people say what they want to say or whatever the case may be. Oh, it's the end time. I'm not looking at doom and gloom. We're going to survive. But I'm just going to show you what's really happening. Not just terrorists, folks. If this man gets his way, amidst all of the anger that people are going to cause, they're going to be messed up today, because if you look at the stock futures, those of you that got that money in them 401ks and so forth, I know you're trying to save, you're trying to do something, what have you. But it's really getting bad. Not bad in the sense, I wouldn't call it bad. It's fulfilling. Things are fulfilling itself. Now, after he gets mad, he take the museum from us. He take this, that, and the other. He tells you that you ain't gonna get no more food stamps, ain't no more free this, and no more this and that, and you ain't gonna get this. We're not gonna send your kids to college. They can be dumb. Them dumb black children don't go to school. So we're gonna close the education department down. We're gonna make sure that the Caucasians community, they make sure that their children are educated and that their children have a chance at life. That's why I keep trying to say to everybody, listen, we got to do something about how we're raising our children. Our children are running the house. They running you. You doing for your children like they your husband or your wife or something. Okay, I'll do that. Okay, bring some home. Okay, what you want? How are you going to do to you? I mean, we ain't got punk parents. That's what we got, punk parents. I'll say it again, punk parents. Because you know why? There's no emphasis on education no more. The emphasis is on make sure you put that glue right on that baby's head when she go out there for her cotillion. Make sure that this is done and that's done, and that your grades are horrible, but you going to the prom. Your grades are horrible. You didn't pass ACT. You didn't even get yourself out of the way as far as preparing for your future. But everybody's having these prom parties and all this other stuff. Y'all spend $1 billion on garbage and your kids can't even read. You ain't never been to school. Only time you go to school, graduation, they're giving these kids certificates of attendance. Check your child's check their diploma. I went to a graduation. I ain't dissing nobody. I'm just telling you the truth that nobody else is going to tell you, or nobody else is going to say, oh, hey, the regular news people, they don't do this. And they just give the straight news, and that's what they give, and they don't give any commentary. Well, you go listen to them. I'm just saying that. I'm not backing down. I'm just going to tell you what's right. What's right is what's right. We are punk parents. And we allow these kids to do any and every day, run in your house, Not only are you catching it from the government, you're catching it from the House. This is James's commentary on this particular story. I want you to know. So you got something to say, come to me, and I got you covered. Let me see. I got you. I'm so glad you're here, Miss Foxy, because you bring up a valid point. Let me get this here. Let me see. Come on. I don't like this. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Let me get this out of the way. Hold on. Wait. All right. Wait a minute. I saw something. I don't want that. This is what I want. Let's see. You said I was told to go too deep. I go too deep about what's going on. I worked for the federal government for 35 years on the high security. Foxy, listen, I want to bring you in. And they don't, I want to bring you in. Let me get this invitation together. Wait, it is right now 36 past the hour of 9. I'm going to go to a break. I'm going to see if I can bring in some voices other than mine. Brother Lee is here with his commentary is going to be coming up real soon. Wait a minute. Let me get this together. What I want to do, James Mack. All right. We'll be right back after this. I'm working hard here today, y'all. Y'all know I'm working. Let me take this off. I don't want that. We'll be right back after these messages. I got to take a break. Get this out of the way. I'll be right back after these messages, and I'm going to put the link in for the chat, and I want you all to stand by. We'll be right back. This is the Mac Man.
Tune in to the Mac Man Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the Mac Man Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there. If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Our families are precious. We work hard each and every day to make sure that they're safe and secure and have a future. Jones McDonald Insurance Agency, a full-service insurance agency, is here to help you with all of your needs, whether it be life, health, auto, home, or specialty insurance. Call Farmers Insurance Agent Latoya McDonald at 708-722-1538, 708-722-1538. As we live life and grow, our number one concerns are having a life and a dream and a home, beauty, privacy, and security. Keys Home by Regina is here for you, a licensed and certified realtor in the state of Arkansas. Regina has the skills and the know-how and the patience to guide you through the rough rigors of owning your first piece of real estate. Whether it's commercial or residential, whether it's your first time buying a home or you're just looking to expand your real estate portfolio, I'm sure that there's something that Regina can do for you. So call her right now and get the ball rolling. From Humphrey to Whitehall to Redfield and to Pine Bluff, Keys Home by Regina will put you in the home that you've always wanted. So call Regina right now at 501-400-4655.
And wait a minute. And we're back on the Mac Man Morning Show. All right, listen. Wait a minute. I'm almost there. Brother Lee is here. Let me see something. Hold on one second, folks. Whew. All right. Uh, okay, let me do this. This is terrible. I hate this. I hate this. Listen, we're back. I'm trying to get situated here. Okay. I don't know. don't y'all blame me. Listen, we're back on the MacMan Morning Show. Listen, we are here, and I think things kind of got a little heated because, boy, StreamYard hit me kind of hard here. Wait a minute, Foxy, hold on. I got to put this up. All right, now, come on, let me see if it's here. All right, here we go. There we are. That's the link. If you can come in, I don't know if you were. I don't know if you were. If you can, but if you want, if you can, come on in. Listen. As we were. Thank you, Foxy. I'm going to bring Brother Lee up too, because this is really interesting. Hey, Foxy, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you both quite well.
Okay, okay. How about you, Brother Lee? Say grand rising to everybody, Brother Lee. I'm gonna bring y'all in on this. Come on in.
Great day, new
If you're
beginnings,
here.
my sister.
Great day, doing it. Hey, that's Brother Lee. All right. I was talking you all, and it kind of got a little hot. I want to know your opinions. I'm gonna bring you in, Brother Lee. But I want to say this because it's really disturbing to me. Because we're sitting back, and I'm saying, I know that we can't do or force the man to do anything, but with all that's going on, they're trying to deport people, they're trying to get rid of folks, they're trying to do this and that and the other, and we don't have any kind of recourse. They're messing with the immigrants, they're messing with and I saw, Foxy, what you were saying about you working for the government. I'm gonna get that, get that part of the story, but somebody has said, and they sent me this, somebody did this as a joke, and this is one of our white brethren that sent this to me. He said, this is what's going to happen if he don't get his way.
He's exactly right.
Exactly come on, right. Can you turn your mic up just a little bit more if you can, so I can hear you? Say it again.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yes, ma'am. I can hear you. Go ahead. Say good morning. Hello to everybody. This is Foxy to Roxy. Of course, she's with the YouTube streets with wonderful commentary and commentator. But we want to thank you for coming here with us. Welcome, y'all. Say hello and everything. You know everybody in the chat almost. But this is what they say that's going to happen, Brother Lee. They say, now he done bunched it all up. He done put all of the garbage in, and everybody mad. You see the people mad in the background, right? You see the people throwing, sure they ain't put none of us up in there. But this is what he's doing. He will enact the insurrection. Now, he already told them, I can send you out of here. And the Supreme Court told them he could do it. Okay, you can do it, but you got to give them due process. And in other words, I can ship you off and you can wait where you at until we decide, if we ever will decide to bring you back here again. Now everybody's going to be messed up and people are upset and riled up, and he has a recourse, just like they're doing in Ukraine. President Zelensky is operating as a wartime insurrection act martial law president over in Ukraine. He can do what he needs to do, how he needs to do. He's got ultimate control. We have in this country a martial law type of situation. If something like this happened, if we get in imminent danger or something, yeah, he can do it. He can do it. They gave him permission. The Supreme Court backs him, Penelope. The Insurrection Act. That means martial law. I can set the laws. I can control things. I can calm folks down. I can put law enforcement where I want. I hope Chicago, Los Angeles, Memphis, and all these places where y'all clowning at, that y'all understand that, because he said that he will send. This is a quote from him. He was going to send, if it was necessary, if he felt that it was necessary, he was going to send military force or military soldiers into these places to control the crime and everything. I'm going to put the Mexicans out. I'm going to do this. I'm going to uproot families. I'm going to do what I want to do. And that's that. And nobody can stop me because I've signed the Insurrection Act and I'm in charge. What do you think about that? Come on, Brother Lee, and then we're going to let Miss Foxy come on in and say what she has to say. I know you got your commentary coming up at 55. Go ahead, Lee.
Well, I like to say this. This is not the first time, actually, the military, the National Guards, have been sent to a Pacific location in our United States. Kennedy did it when he sent the National Guards down to get the kids into school, desegregation, and for other reasons. They have sent the military down after the Civil War. The military stayed after that to make sure that things were ran in a way that they wanted it to be ran. You know, for the safety of the people that were down there, which was African Americans, because we needed some protection because the whites were coming for us after emancipation. So, and the thing is that yes, he can get the National Guard to, if he deems it necessary, to do the things that he wants them to do. Not that it's justified, but that's what he will do. And he's putting it out there so you'll get used to the idea when it does happen. Um, our politicians are quiet about it. Our Democrats and independents and Republicans are very quiet about this situation. He's writing executive orders. Excuse me. He's writing these executive orders as though he's passing out candy. He's doing it on everything and anything he can possibly do it on. The Congress can stop it if they choose to. If they have the numbers, they can stop it. This rampant disrespect of the Constitution is going on because you must gotta admit it that the Caucasians are. This is what they want, and this is what they're looking forward to doing. They're taking out their anger, their hate on us and people of color. And the thing is that we have to understand what's going on here. Um, the government is very quiet. Yes, he's put the Supreme Court behind him. They're backing him. The thing is, I would say this: the Supreme Court is antiquated. It's outdated. It should be abolished. It doesn't work for the people. It never had and it never will because of how it's set up. We won't stand up and say, hey, it's time to abolish the Supreme Court. It's time to rewrite the Constitution because it was written when we weren't there. It didn't include us. I'll let the sister make some comments on some.
Okay. Last night I was on one of the I think I was on Alice, or I said what I said. I was on one of their shows. And I was bringing up to them, if you look at the USA.gov and a lot of the government websites, he done changed the regular flag to the Civil War flag. And if anybody thinks back to the Civil War, it was, a war between the states. And he's taking a lot of things and putting them back into the hands of the states. So the war can be there. He changed the flag to be the Civil War flag. He's trying to get it back in that century so he can say, now I'm bringing the country forward and back to when the United States was a great country in his eyes, which means that a lot of people that is not of him and their color, that they know they place back then. Women didn't have no rights. Blacks didn't have no rights. Anybody that was brown skinned didn't have no rights. The Indians didn't have no rights. They didn't have the reservations. He wanted to restrict everybody of everything so he can be in charge. The problem is the Senate is stepping up now, but you got the House Republicans that's afraid to do it. The Senate Republicans have enough numbers. They going over to the Democrats to help fight, but the House won't do it. They are too afraid of him. They still want to be up under him. The problem we're having is there are a lot of laws that he is breaking, a lot of laws. And he broke a lot of laws, first of all, when he let Elon Musk in there with no clearance. So you think about all FBI files, that means everything in the FBI files has everything on everybody. On this chat,
Mm-hmm.
they have all your information ever since you was a teenager.
Yeah, they do.
And you think about this man and them 3 young boys was in there looking at your information, looking at information of anything they want to know about the United States that is deemed secure. Anything. I mean, anything. So
Yeah.
Elon Musk got all this information, and with nobody watching over them, that means that they can use a thumb drive and retrieve any information they want off the data.
Yeah.
Once
Well,
they
I
get
want to
it-
ask this question. Can I ask? I want to ask this question of our panel. Do you think? And I know I probably know the answer, but then I can't speak for everybody. Do you think that they're really trying, Brother Lee and Miss Foxy, y'all of the notion that y'all been around, we all have, you know. Do you think that they're trying to really, really, really just take the gains of the civil rights that we do, they say they gave us or what have you? You think that they would take those away if it was possible?
Yes.
Or is that the plan that they're trying to do, get us back and turn us back? Either one of y'all.
Yes, he wanted to turn us back. That's why he changed the flag. That's why I was telling you, all the federal government websites have the Civil War flag. It don't have the United States flag, the 50 stars and the stripes. It has 9 stars and 11 stripes. That's a Civil War flag. He's letting you know I'm taking you back to where it began, where he said America was great because it was ran by them, not us. Nobody had any rights but them. Men, white men. White men ran the country at that time. Remember, women didn't have no rights.
Brother Lee?
Well,
Somebody?
I like to say the sister is correct, but she missed one little detail. It was white men that owned property. That's who wrote that Constitution. That's what the Constitution was written for. Caucasian men that own property. And the thing is that we don't understand is that flag that your sisters is talking about, that's just that what you call smoke signals. They're sending up that this government is going to work exclusively for Caucasians. That is what they're sending out. It's a symbol of what's going to happen, and we have to understand. Even some of the Caucasian liberals are for this, because I'm gonna tell you something, and I've said this before, is that when you are a Caucasian, and I say this, and I can prove it, that all Caucasians are racist, and people don't believe that, and I can explain why. How that comes to be is because, and I'm gonna put it as simply as I can, is that when you do not deny your privilege, and other people don't have that privilege, and when Caucasians wake up every day and they cash in their privilege, because when they see injustice and don't say anything, when they see that they're given a certain privilege, a certain right, a certain gift, and no one else can get it, and they saying I'm not racist, but you receive it every day when you live in a house that was stolen, when you live in a community that excludes us, when you go to these schools, that you don't say that your kids can go and our kids can't. When our neighborhood looks the way it does, and you walk through it, and you can be a liberal and say, "Oh man, look at this." This is You can be a Caucasian liberal and say, "Oh man, I want to help them." You want to help them by denying. You want to help us by deny your privilege until we have it too. And see, and that's the thing. And when white folks say, "Well, I'm not a racist," yes, you are. You living in your privilege. You living in the things that were stolen. You living in the things that you deprived others of. You living in your right. When you can drive through a neighborhood and not be stopped by the police, and we can, that means that you have a privilege that I don't have. And you don't go and say that's unjust. We are not going to stand for it. We're going to stand with justice. And they don't. And that's why I say every white person in this country is racist, because they live up on their privilege every day they get up in the morning. They have a right, a privilege, and we don't have. That's what I have to say.
Also,
All right, Foxy, come on.
I want to capitalize on that. He's also right about that. Also, okay, he's deporting all the immigrants. Okay. Then he said those that are legal, that was left over after he got rid of the ones that he claimed illegal. After he get rid of them, he's going to have where if a Hispanic walk in the store and they steal something, they having them deported right there because they broke the law. They ain't even going before a judge. That's one. Number two, he wants to go ahead and make the police have unlimited power, so they can search us and do whatever they want to us, and we go to jail. Number three, or bow down to him or his laws. Number three, he wants to turn around also, and he wants to get rid of the civil rights, so we have no rights to fight back. Once all those things are erased, he feel like he got it made. He got it made. He ain't got to worry about us no more. He have his
Wow.
all white country.
Wow. We live in strange times, and I mean, I hear it often. Man, what's gonna happen? Man, this man gonna go up. And there's some people, black people that I know that voted for him. Man, I thought he was gonna give us some stimulus, and I thought he was gonna do this, and I thought he was gonna do that. And he gonna get all the Mexicans out of the way, and we get a job. Yeah, they deported some folks. I saw the effects of it, because there was a crew that was working on fiber optics here. They laying down some wires, and he had a whole all Hispanic crew. He was and the white guy was the overseer, and that's why I keep trying to tell y'all that the Hispanics are the new Negroes. I would say another word, but y'all might get offended. We got to stop being offended by things, because they calling us everything in the book. They're saying that we're the monsters. Yeah, but and we're this and we're that. Things that we heard before, but they're doing it. They did it to them. These people that were working the Hispanic community looked at black people, Asians, and everybody else that looks at us as we're heathens. Y'all ain't nothing. And even people from over at the mother country. I've seen Nigerians and different people that come over here that look just like me and darker than I am. They're pretty darker. Which doesn't matter. Said that you're not original Africans, and y'all over here, y'all slaves, and we can't. But why are you here, sir? If you're a king over there in your country and you all of that, why are you in the United States of America messing with us? Brother Lee, have you ever ran into people of different nationalities, some look just like us, that say those kinds of things, like how they treated us and everything, and now they getting deported, and now the man is getting ready to put them all on all these foreigners that they consider foreigners, not Europeans. But they're talking about the Africans, the Caribbean, and the Mexicans, and so forth and so on, but never said nothing about the French. Ain't gonna say nothing about the Russians. He ain't said nothing about the British or those people over in Israel, saying that who they are. He ain't talking about them. He ain't talking about the Jewish banker or the German banker. He's not talking about these folks. His wife is an immigrant. Her mom and daddy are immigrants. He got them over here living good. His in-laws, they live good, but it don't count for him, but it counts for us. Come on, talk about this double standard, Brother Lee, that we got with this madman in the White House.
He's an
Well,
immigrant himself. His whole family is from Germany.
yes, she's very correct
Oh, okay.
about that.
Come on, y'all. Yeah.
The thing is that okay, you got the Caucasians, and you can look this up. Everywhere they have gone, everywhere, every country they have gone to and consumed that country, they have gotten rid of the indigenous people that are there. There is very little signs that of the people that actually lived there before they got there. When they got there, those indigenous people outnumbered Caucasians. When the Caucasians first landed on their land, they were the majority, and you look at them now, there's virtually no sign of them. There's no sign of Native Americans. There's no sign. You don't run into Native Americans on the street. You don't
Mm-mm.
run into them because everywhere Caucasians have gone, they have gotten rid of the indigenous people. In Australia, those black folks in Australia, and believe me, they're black, they are non-existent in that country. When you see an Australian, he liable to say, I'm Caucasian. And he is. You go to any one of those countries, they have annihilated us. They have eradicated us. They do nothing. They're like not like a disease. They are a disease. They are a virus. They leave nothing behind. And they say they made this country great. We did that. So they taking credit for something we've done. We've done that with free labor. And that's the thing about them. They'll rewrite history, and they constantly. And the thing I like about one of the things I appreciate about social media is that you can get information, and if you gotta recheck it, and you gotta check your facts on social media, but you can get information now that you couldn't get before because you won't go into a library, and you go into a library, these books are antiquated and they are misled. And so the thing is that we have to understand what we're dealing with. And we're dealing with a Caucasian society that's bent on eradicating us, getting rid of us. They starting somewhere, and they're starting with the Mexicans. They're starting with the foreigners, and then when they finish that, where you think they're going next? They're not going to stop there. And they tell you, and when you stand up and put your hand over your heart and pledging your allegiance to a government that don't care about you, you're ignorant as heck. When they say stand up and put your hand over it, what are you pledging to? What do you think? Think about it. Your kids are watching you do something that they're learning from you, and then they'll pledge allegiance to something that don't give a heck about you. And we have to start teaching our kids. We have to relearn them and teach them our history because Donald Trump is bent on and his cronies. It's not just him. He's a symbol of what's going on. We have to don't mislead yourself. He is the symbol. He's not the spear. He's not the tip of the spear. There's people behind him. There's people in front of him. There's people on the side of him helping him do what he's doing. He's the most uninformed, ignorant person you ever want to meet. But if it's some money involved, he's there. And see, we give him too much credit. He's not smart enough to cook this up himself. He's getting help. This man can barely read.
Well, I was telling everybody with me being in the government, the Project 2025 really started back just a little bit before Nixon. And
Yes, you're right.
they were trying to get Nixon to implement it, and he wouldn't do it. That's when they did the Watergate. Then they've been going from president to president trying to get it. So the first term he had, they tried to get him to do it, but they had too many Democrats in Congress. So they couldn't do what they want to do. Now that the Republicans are running Congress, now they can implement the 2025. And that's what they've been trying to do for the longest. They get both entities, the Senate and the House, to be run by the Republican and get a Republican president in there at the same time so they can implement this 2025. But they had to get the right president, and he was the right president because he's dumb enough to follow whatever they tell him to do.
You're 100% correct. I agree with you. And then we got the dumb white folks and the dumb black folks and the dumb
Mm-hmm.
Mexicans and the dumb. We got them dumb left and right. We got the dumb foreigners from India, Pakistan, China, everywhere. All these foreigners believe that they are a citizen. They believe they're untouchable, but they dumb as heck. They actually believe that this man is not going to touch them. He'll get to everybody eventually, and they don't see it. And that's the thing. And we see our politicians like they didn't help the sister that was running for Congress in Mississippi. It just
Yeah,
boggles my
Diane Black.
mind. It boggles my mind to see that they didn't do anything. They didn't lift a hand, didn't lift a finger. And I'll just briefly touch on Benny Thompson that could have put his thumb on the scale and gave her the help that she needed to get over the top. It just and to be a congressman for over 20 years and not make a difference in his community. And I've been down to the Delta, and let me tell you something. It's not something that to be proud of. It's not something that we could say that look, this is black folks making it. And we got one of the most powerful politicians in that Congress, and to have that happen, I don't know how he's not ashamed of himself. And I tell people this all the time. When you see the ghettos in our communities and what you call the ghettos, because they only call us, our community is the only the one community that's called a ghetto. I mean, it's a community. It's not a ghetto. And the thing is that in our community, it's deprived, and you see it. It don't take 200 years to fix a community like ours. It don't take 100 years to. You know what? That our community is designed to be the way it is because they keeping it that way. We're designed to live in poverty because that's what the government wants. And I let my sister take over.
One thing, remember when he said he was trying to get rid of all the people that was not born here, originally born here? He had to retract that because he came over. His mother and father came over here as an immigrant,
Mm-hmm.
and so he would have to be deported back himself to Germany.
Sure did.
So that's why he changed that, because they said if you implement that, it's going to affect you. So he changed his mind about that. Plus, that sent his wife back over there, his son back over there, sent all of them right on back over there.
Do you think, I want to ask this real quick. Do you, and I think y'all answered it, the major part of it. I see some things. I'm in the South. I see some things. It's happening everywhere. I'm saying, if my English is right, which is sometimes it is, I see more whiteness, and I see more in the police departments and the different services. I see the attitude of people here that's saying that, we got a chance now to take over because they had a census. The last census that was done, the orange man, that's what I call him, he stopped the census. And I was wondering why. I said, well, maybe they didn't have enough workers or something like that. It wasn't that. The count was coming in. And the count was coming in. He did not like that count because it showed statistically, the numbers don't lie, that we, people of color, whatever the case may be, you're not white, okay, are the majority people in this country. And it set off a firestorm of, we got to do something. These people that voted for this orange guy, and Lee and you and Roxy, y'all know that this is true. They say, we don't care what he does as long as he put us back in power. And these Negroes, I won't say another word, but that's what they call us. That is really horrible. I'm not going to use it on the air. But we got to stop them. They live in lodge. They own the cruise ship. They doing this. They doing that. They going here. They spending money. They got buying power. We got to stop this. We are in a position that we never been in as a people in this day and time. And I think that somebody's mad about it. What y'all say about it? Come on, talk about it.
You're absolutely right. He is mad about it because if you remember, right after that, after he did the census, that's when he went ahead against the abortion, and he got that passed. Now
Mm-hmm.
he made a statement before he left that office. If everybody think back, he said, "Now we can perforate and get our numbers back up." See that?
Exactly, because okay, and I want to iterate into
Because
that.
they was
He
having
was
the
at a
white,
news.
because
Yeah, go ahead, Foxy.
the white women was having more abortions than us.
Yes. Hmm. I saw a press conference that he was in, and he said, "I'm the fertility president. Y'all gonna like me, women. Y'all gonna make babies and so on." So it was that kind of reaction that, and I'm listening to and I'm looking at the faces in the audience that they showed. Oh, women, them white women were looking like, "Oh my God, we got to make babies, and y'all gonna make babies. We're gonna get these numbers up. We already got rid of the Mexicans. We can't get rid of the black folks right now. We can't suppress them. But if our numbers come up, we can take
Mhm.
over. We'll put our sons in the army and daughters in the army. They will be policemen and be authoritarians. We don't care if they don't have no education. We're gonna put them in and get the black people out. Foxy, you work for this government for
Mhm.
over how many years did you say that you work? Is it 30? Don't
30,
get me wrong. I don't want to say 30.
35.
Was that 30 years?
Yep.
35. Forgive me. 35 years working for the United States government, knowing that it's a decent, I mean, then working for the government is a good job. Now, I mean, you get civil service and so forth. I'm not knocking the job, but they trying to knock y'all out of the box. Well, we need to get rid of all these people that's here, your coworkers that you may have left, and those people that you have retired with, leave people in your community and everywhere. It's the same thing. People are sitting around, and we're in a predicament because this man has the Supreme Court. He got the Supreme Court so far. He's got the houses of Congress. They running everything. Do you think that he can be stopped, and how can he be stopped? Is there anybody that can uh, pull it in and say something about it? Can this man be stopped? Are they going to let him continue to do this? Do you think that he is, hypothetically, can I say? Go ahead,
Okay.
y'all.
Okay. He got to realize the midterms are coming up. He is not looking ahead. He's looking at now. He's not looking at the future. Okay. The midterms are coming up. The midterms. So that means now they done started turning the areas that he had conquered that was red. They're now blue. So he get and now if the Democrats get back in there, they're gonna stop everything. They're gonna shut it down because now they can run the House and they can run the Senate. Once they run the House and the Senate, a lot of that they can start putting things into place where they can veto his vetoes. They can override his
Mm,
vetoes. So he has no more power. See, that's why they're trying to do
okay.
what they're doing now to stop the tariffs. The Senate is on board. It's the House that's not on board because he got the House Republicans scared of him. And then you got Marjorie Taylor Greene, you got Bobert, you got all that. Now even the guy from Texas, he's scared of him. He was like, oh, he needs to slow that down because it's messing with his money now because the stocks are dropping. They're messing with their money. Some of
Messing with a lot of people's money. Come on, Brother Lee.
Well, I would say sister's right. I agree with her. The thing is that Donald Trump doesn't understand that this is a global economy. It does not restrict it to the borders of the United States. And when he does do the tariffs, it affects the global economy, which affects the
uh-huh.
stock market. And his friends that have money spread all over the world, and he understand. Well, I'm gonna shut the borders down. I'm gonna put the tariffs on. Well, then he's hurting his friends, and
Uh-huh.
they can't make the money that they can make because he doesn't understand how economy works, how the dollar works, and he can weaken the dollar by doing what he's doing. And if the dollar is not worth anything, people are losing money. And see, that means inflation goes even higher. And he's helping his friend Elon Musk because when you shut them doors on those automobiles that are made, and then they thinking that that's going to divert the money to Elon Musk and his automobiles. But I'm gonna tell you something really briefly about that electric car that people don't. I don't know why they don't just stop and think about it. The thing is that that electric car is worth less than a gasoline automobile because, and I'm gonna tell you something about an electric car. The car is mostly battery. And in any battery, as the longer you keep that battery, the weaker the battery gets. No matter how much charge you put on that battery, it never gets the same amount of charge that it got when it was brand new. So the longer you keep that car, is the less efficient that car will be. And see, and that's the thing. It looks nice and shiny, but you carrying a car that's going to be worth, even by the time you trade it in, let's say 5 years from now, that car will be worth less than nothing. And people paying $100,000, $80,000 for a car that's mostly battery. And you got to take it and charge it. And then you know what? What do you do with the old battery? You're going to put it in a landfill. Wow. And I'm going to tell you something. And this is the craziest thing. And I'm going to give you a fact that you can actually look it up. We have great people that have invented automobiles that runs on water, that runs on less gasoline, that runs on less and more efficient. But you know why they don't have it out there? Because the oil companies don't want it out there. They had a car that this one inventor had made. It was about 20 years ago, over 20 years ago. You can look it up. It was a part that he put on a gasoline vehicle. And the car was a 57 Chevy. He took it and remanufactured it. And that car got 200 miles on a gallon of gasoline. Shell bought that invention, and put it away. Just think of how far you could go on 200 miles on 1 gallon. You would need to fill that car up but once a month.
You sure? I wish I had a car like that had 1 gallon of gas, 200 miles.
And I'm going to tell you something. It was on a 57 Chevy. You know that 57 Chevy is a tank. It's a heavy car. And the cars you build now, that's so light that car will probably run 400 miles on a gallon of gas.
You're right.
Wow.
So you wouldn't need to stop at a gas station just to wipe your windshield and get you a candy bar.
Right.
And that's the thing. Yeah. See, you would put Shell and all of those oil manufacturers out of business. See, and they got cars that run on water. See, that's the thing. They don't want to save the environment. They say, oh, we're going to get electric cars, save the environment. No, you're just creating a problem because you're putting these batteries in these landfills and people riding around saying, oh, it don't give out no film and no toxic gases or nothing like that. But actually, you know what? That's a lie. And we have to demand that we get better, not just talk about getting better. And that goes in every area. Elon Musk is making a limit, and that's
Elon Musk is now losing money. His stocks is going down. They told him they didn't want him. They want him to step down with being in charge of his cars, and so now he's getting ready to leave the government. So he won't lose. He won't lose his position with the cars.
Yes, that's right, my sister.
Well, he also, there's some other things he also did. Elon Musk sold, what is that, X or whatever, it's been Twitter. I know for everybody that had Twitter is so mad or whatever the case may be. He sold it to his other company. I don't know if anybody heard that. Y'all heard that? And it's so much going on. Listen, I want to do something real quick. Y'all stay, hold on for just 2-3 minutes because Brother Lee's going to come. And y'all gonna come on. I have Foxy 2 Roxy. I got Brother Lee, our chief commentator, contributor. He's here. I gotta take one break. Y'all forgive me, my sponsors. Y'all forgive me. We'll be right back. Y'all stay right where you at. We'll be right back.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, You know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Our families are precious. We work hard each and every day to make sure that they're safe and secure and have a future. Jones McDonald Insurance Agency, a full-service insurance agency, is here to help you with all of your needs, whether it be life, health, auto, home, or specialty insurance. Call Farmers Insurance Agent Latoya McDonald at 708-722-1538, 708-722-1538.
And we're back on the MacMan Morning Show. Great day, grand rising to all of you. I have our wonderful guest, Miss Foxy 2 Roxy, and I have also with me my co-host, my sidekick, Big Brother Lee Mack. He's here, and I wanted to throw this out for this last minute or two that we have, Brother Lee and Foxy. You got to come back, because I'm getting ready to do a panel. And I'd like for you to sit on it. And I thank you for the information that you sent me. Thank you. I got it. And we're going to continue this. But I want to give you all an opportunity in these last couple of minutes to say give your last words. And we're going to get out of here. But we're going to be back with this panel. You and other panel members, we're going to get back. Go ahead, Ms. Foxy. Ladies first.
Okay, what I want everybody to remember right now, my biggest concern, I know we're having the war within the United States, but we got to realize now we are all alone. He's done isolated us from every country. So right now we are a sitting duck. And they got us, he's so busy worrying about getting money and stuff here, he's not realizing that he's jeopardizing our security. And like I always say, you opening the door now that our drawers are down. So just like what happened with 9/11.
You say what you said? Okay, I heard you, but it had kind of threw me. You say the bloomers is down, as my mama would say.
Yeah, the bloomers are down because we have no security. First of all, you got a gentleman in there that he put in charge of the Department of Defense that has no clue. Nothing in regards to anything with military, nothing. In charge of the military. He's already made one mistake by texting, which is a definite no-no. And if Russia got a copy of the text that y'all did with each other for the last, when he went and bombed that place, that should tell you right there, we're sitting ducks. We are literally sitting ducks. Because you got somebody that has no clue about anything with the Department of Defense. You done made allies our enemies now. We have no country that trusts us now.
Wow.
No country.
That's right.
You got
Brother,
no.
Okay, and I wanted to give you I didn't mean to cut you, Brother Lee. Come on in, and I'm going to send you another invitation, Miss Foxy, and we're going to work on some things. You got to come back, okay? And we down at the bottom. Come on, Brother Lee, and give your final word.
Well, I'll just say, like Susan was saying, these cabinet members, these cabinet heads are figureheads. They're not actually capable of making a a decision about anything in their field that they have been hired to do. These are just positions that they've been given, like you would an ambassador, like you would an ambassador to a country. Those are favors that you pass out, but he's giving them out to people in very sensitive positions, and that is insane. But it's sad to see it. We have to, like the sister was, someone was saying that we have to figure out our strategy. I mean, not just depend on the Democrats, but the Democrats is a part of that strategy, and we have to get together as a people and unite and figure out how we're gonna go about doing this and do it fast, do it quick, do it right away. Not make a decision while the ship is sinking. Get this decision done and let's get it implemented and start doing something about it. Right now we're talking about it, and that's a good thing. But we got to get some solutions to this problem. We're gonna have to stay in the solution and not the problem, because we got a lot of problems. Now it's time to get into the solution. That's what I have to say.
That's right.
And
All right, we're gonna. Hey, listen. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
do not, people of color, I'm begging you, do not march or riot or do anything, protest. Do not protest at all. Do it online, do it by phone call, do it by walking and talking to your neighbors, but do not go out here and march, because once we march, he's going to make it a martial law, and once he make it martial law, it's going to be all over the whole United States.
Wow. Well, listen, we're at the MacMan Morning Show. We're here. I'm telling you, we had a wonderful show today. I want to thank our special guest panelists. I want to thank Foxy 2, Roxy 3, who has come on and contributed to Brother Lee, our chief contributor, and our co-host here. Also want to thank you. I want to thank all of you in the chat. Thank you all for participating. We will be back here tomorrow at the same time, same place, right here on the MacMan Morning Show, 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's going to be 10 o'clock over on the East Coast. We're going to have, I'm putting together the panel, and I'm putting together another discussion. And we got some more information that's really coming in. We got to start talking about what's going on, folks. But then afterwards, as Brother B said, we got to come up with some solutions. I'm James Mack. I'm your host. I will be back here, same time, same place, right here on Mac Media 3 MacMan Morning Show Network, WKRA 92.7 on our FM dial, our transmitting station in Holly Springs, Mississippi. All right. We thank all of you all for being here. Listen, this is the MacMan Morning Show. We will be back on tomorrow. If nothing else is said and done, love somebody. It is not going to hurt you to love somebody. Be kind to somebody, and let's make it. We're going to make it. We're going to survive, because why? We in survival mode. This is MacMan Morning Show. Y'all have a wonderful morning.
It's a MacMan Morning Show. 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 Sitting at home and you in your car. MacMan Morning Show. No matter if you